I'm Lizzy.
And I'm Izzy, and we need help.
Each week we stumble through a new book, method, or concept that brings us one step closer to being our best self.
Yes, we make fun of ourselves.
And others.
But mostly just ourselves. So here's to not taking self-help quite so seriously.
All right.
Welcome to We Need Help. I'm Lizzy.
And I'm Izzy, and today we need help. Help!
We
I
need
need
help.
somebody help.
Help. Not just anybody. Help.
Help. Your hair looks fab.
Thank you. I have started my descent to blonde.
Ooh, your descent.
Yeah.
You're not
Oh my
ascending, you're
God.
descending.
I'm descending for sure.
So did you like it? Because I can tell a little bit, but it's hard to tell on video.
It's a lot lighter in real life, but yes, I did 5.5 hours in the chair last Friday. And
It's
then
like,
I came back in on Sunday. And every 4 weeks, she's going to be bringing me lighter and lighter and lighter. So,
amazing.
So I'm going to end up platinum blonde.
That's what you want.
That's where I'm going, baby.
That's so cool. I think maybe I'll do it too, because I also am starting to go, you can tell, right? But he only did like the front a little bit.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and I like it too a lot. So I love
Your
my
hair looks
hairdresser. I have
so
to give a
good.
shout out to Marcin from Hair Club because like this is me. I just went to bed with wet hair and I wake up and it's just like styled. Like I don't have to do anything. Like I just
You
wake
have
up
great
and it's
hair.
styled. So I'm like, it's just the cut. He's the only one who knows how to do it. So
Yeah, I have a great cutter here too, Rodney. And then I have a cutter and a colorist. My
oh,
colorist is Jesse. Yeah.
that's funny. Yeah,
So
Marcin just does the cutting and the coloring, but he's good. Oh, wow.
ooh, I'm going to tell you, it was brutal to get because I have to dye my hair every week because I'm fully white headed.
Yeah.
Like I have white hair
Like when it grows
and
out,
have,
you can like you're like a skunk.
yeah. So with black hair or dark hair, dark brown, it shows immediately. So, I've developed this resentment for my hair and I don't want to feel like that. I love my hair.
Yeah.
But it's just so much work. So I have, like I said, started, you know, I'm going to go blonde. I mean, I'm not ready to go silver, like pearl white is
But
what
it's
it
a
is.
great idea what you're doing, going platinum, because my neighbor, Bata, who's gorgeous lady, she's white, and she did platinum blonde for like years, and then when she started going gray, it was like not, it wasn't that noticeable, and now she's all gray and
But
she looks fabulous, but it wasn't like a huge like
right, right.
shocker. Yeah.
It's part of the, how fucking vain I am. And I'm unapologetically vain because I do believe it saved my life many times.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't, I mean, I lost it. God bless my colorist, Jessie. Like she's just, first of all, she's not blowing smoke up my ass. She's not she's making me do it slowly
Yeah.
so I don't ruin my hair. And, you know, I had a meltdown in there. I was just because I, have looked this way for 47 years, like the same exact look. Like
You had a
I really have
meltdown when you got your, like when you looked at the finished product. Oh,
just this stage in it because it's not what I want.
yeah.
So it's and I have zero patience. I've never even tried to have patience. I think patience is overrated.
There's a quote, my one of my mentees told me, she goes, if you pray for patience, be prepared to wait. And I'm like,
Yeah, I don't
nope.
I think that's for lazy people. Patience is for losers.
It's gonna be a t-shirt.
Patience is for losers. It is. And it's I don't, if I had any patience, I wouldn't have gotten as far as I have in life. That's for shit sure.
Yeah. Well, I have to tell
But
you, with this new color, your eyes are popping and your skin looks
mm,
like it looks like a little bit of a warmer tone. I don't know if you're noticing that.
yeah, well, Scarlett noticed it. She's like, I really like your skin with this new color.
Yeah, I
So
noticed it right away. So,
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I might spend the probably what will end up $5,000 to get it platinum blonde and maybe just change it right back. I don't know. So yeah,
yeah,
that's it. Here's to aging in the most graceful way possible.
graceless, kicking and
Graceless
screaming at the
aging.
colorist.
I didn't melt down on her because like I love her. I actually love
Yeah,
her personality.
yeah,
And she's like an artist. I like
yeah,
coloring is not easy. That's why you see some pretty shitty color out and about,
yeah.
you know.
It ain't easy.
And coloring ain't easy, y'all.
I think it's a skill. Like it really is like almost like a calling because my hairdresser, he's got a wonderful staff, but he just has this like sixth sense about color.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows how to do it. And I like even all the colorists there like are going to him to consult. And
Mm-hmm.
he knows he's got like this feeling like how long to leave it on, what to do. Like it's really cool. Like it's nice. Yeah.
If you've got a good colorist, if you got a good stylist
Yeah.
of any sort, don't fuck with them.
No,
Don't
I
mess with
I
them.
moved to London. I didn't even bother looking for a stylist there. I was like, anytime I'm flying back to Poland for any reason, that's when I'm like meeting him. And then it became like the story became like that I fly over specifically to get my hair done.
You're so
I'm
fancy.
not that
Shit.
celebrity, like
You're
flying over
so
from London to
fancy.
Poland to get my hair done. So.
Yeah, I would think you would fly to London to get your hair done.
Yeah, yeah,
It
no,
sounds
he's
fancier.
fabulous and nails. Like I was in London for 4 years and I couldn't find a nail tech that I liked. Like I was just going to all these places and it was just awful. So I would fly back here and be like, yes, I'm coming to visit my family. Like,
Yeah,
go visit
AKA my nail tech.
yeah, my nail and hair. Like,
I love it. I love
yeah.
it. Okay, so what are we talking about today
Today, so we've
besides our
decided to
hair?
go on this health rampage and we decided to go hard. And so I had a consult with this guy I found on Instagram who helps women over 40 lose belly fat and get all their hormones. What he presented on Instagram was wonderful. I was buying what he was selling, and then I actually got on the consult call and it was horrible. So I'm actually thinking about writing him an email with some pointers because it was a really terrible experience, the consultation. And if he had gotten that right, I was ready to buy just from his Instagram.
What does he
But
sell?
so he sells a holistic plan for women over 40 where you get all your hormones checked, all your everything checked. Like they
Yeah,
send these kits to your house. You give
yeah,
them a blood sample, a stool sample, and a urine sample, and
yeah.
they test
I
all
give
of
that to
it.
everybody who comes over anyway.
Yeah, right. So they send you a kit, you test it, you send it all back,
Mhm,
and then they have a specialist like go through it with you and they come up with a personalized plan for you.
mhm.
He comes up with a personalized diet plan and a
Yeah,
personalized exercise plan. And everything
okay.
is in the app and there's a community and you're like sharing and it's basically guarantees like your fitness level, blah, blah, blah. But the so I'm like, great, sounds good. Like, where can I sign? And then I had the consultation and it was like really, really, really bad.
Mm.
I felt very uncomfortable. I felt like I
Did
was
you have to be naked for it?
no, no, no. The consultation was on the phone. And that would have made it more comfortable.
Yeah.
No, it was on the phone and there's this quote that I'm sure maybe you're familiar with as a salesperson. People love to buy, but they hate being sold to. The
Mm.
entire time I felt that I was being sold to. And I
Yeah.
even
People like to be helped. They don't like to be sold.
Yeah, people love to buy,
Yeah.
they don't like to be sold to, they want to be helped. I felt like from the first moment, it was about the sale and his technique. And I even stopped him in the middle and I said, I know what you're doing because I'm a salesperson. I don't like it. And he kept
Ooh.
going. He kept going.
Yeah.
And it was really bad. So his technique was to, which I'm familiar with this technique, it's to bring the pain of how you are out like
Yeah.
forward and make you really feel it. But he
Yeah.
did it in this really cheesy and authentic way. Like,
The used
so
car
Isabella, if
salesman.
this
Yeah.
continues, how will you feel about yourself? And I'm like, ugh,
I'm gonna be fucking fine,
and how
yo.
does this impact this and this? And like, it was just very salesy. And then in the
I
very
hate that.
beginning, he said, I want to agree with you something at the end of our call. And I said, yes. And he goes, there's three options. One is I'm in. Two is this is not for me. And three is I need to think about it. Three is not an option. And I was like, okay, yeah.
Well,
And
let me stop you right there.
yeah, I was like curious. And then like, I don't know, it was just really, the consult was really bad. So I was thinking about writing him just like a very nice email, like, listen, I can help you.
Should we
I
just
can help
like
you with
totally
this.
double team him and sales train him?
I think I can because like it was a horrible experience. And even Maciek, because Maciek at some one point Maciek started talking to him because we were driving. And Maciek was like, this is just bad. Like he's like, this is no, So yeah, we just
So the
so bad.
option was no at the end of the call.
Well, it was funny because I lost the signal because we were driving to the countryside. So I just at the end he actually said, he's like, are you ready to do this? And I said, I think I'm ready to do it because I wanted to
What's
do
wrong
it
with
anyway.
you?
But then I was like, oh. And then he's like, okay, so MasterCard or Visa?
That's a either or. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
funny.
I'm like, and then the signal broke, and I was like, and then I ghosted him, which is
He
bad.
just he just watched Boiler Room and now he's like coffee's for fucking closers.
I know. I was like, it was really bad. It's a shame because his Instagram is fantastic and
Mhm.
his program sounds great, but like
Yeah.
he needs to like whatever sales course he just finished, he needs to like,
Oh, bless his heart.
bless his
Global
heart.
Source or something. He's just
Yeah.
at Global Source.
Yeah,
You're like,
seriously.
shit. Oh God, no. It's so hard when you like I train and develop salespeople, and I'm,
Yeah.
over the years, probably a really, really good salesperson if on,
Yeah.
you know. And so I love being sold to because I respect it when it's done well.
When it's
I'm
done
like the
well.
easiest person to
When it's
close.
done well.
But when it's not done well, I'm totally like it's heartbreaking because a true professional salesperson will help somebody with a problem
I did
or
not
lead
feel like it was about
somebody.
helping me. I feel like it was
No.
about the sales technique. Like everything I
Yeah.
said, he's like, so Isabella, how would that make? And then here's this part I was literally infuriated by because I started sharing about how I, sponsor all these women and how I'm like mentor to all these women. And he goes, well, how do you think you can be a role model if you're looking the way you look or something? And I was like,
Oh.
I'm
Is he
like, and he goes,
23 years old? Tell me now. Is he
yeah, I'm
23?
like, I don't even know.
Go
Like,
fuck yourself, yo.
yeah. And I was like, well, he kept trying to like, I could see what he was doing. Like the technique was just obvious. And then it's so funny because even when I called him out on it, he didn't change his technique. He just kept going, which
No,
is
because he
like,
was reading off of a like he's
yeah,
like a
yeah.
one of those people at what's the people who call you on the phone?
The
The
telemarketers. Yeah.
telemarketer. Yeah, that's what it feels like, a telemarketing call.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't say
Yeah. It wasn't
anything.
good. I was disappointed because I was ready, like I can send you his Instagram and I was ready to like do something just based off his Instagram because it would like, and then the thing that they offered sounded interesting too. Like we'll send you a kit, we'll do all your hormones, we'll get a
Well,
personalized.
Gary Brecka does that.
Yeah.
Gary Brecka does that, and it's
Yeah.
like amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So
I'm sorry, but you know what? And it is a thing that, you know, they have to have sales walk to become better salespeople,
yeah.
and I would just say your sales technique is awful.
Yeah. I'm just going to be honest and I'm going to apologize for
Yeah.
ghosting because I never called him back. And he did give me an hour of his time and God bless a trier, but it was, I felt gross afterwards too, because I almost felt like he was like using my pain to try
Did
to
you,
sell me. It's just awful.
did you, tell them we have a podcast?
No, 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 no. I didn't tell him anything because he didn't really ask. Do you
Oh,
know what I'm saying? Like, and that's another
yeah.
thing. I didn't feel like he cared about me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. He
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't.
Guess what? He didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
So,
sorry.
that's okay. I'm whatever. It was I was more felt sorry for him because the product they have seems wonderful, but if you don't have the right salespeople, if you don't have the right technique to sell it, then
Yeah.
it's just bad. It's going to leave people with a bad taste in their mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I'm sorry for him too.
Yeah. Yeah. But to be like on the bright side, I have not been for the last week. I haven't been I've been eating well. I haven't been snacking. I haven't been junking. I've been active daily, so I'm really happy.
Hey guys, remember to go to We Need Help, the podcast, for all different kinds of stuff like our swag. You can find the episodes, you can find the books that we're focusing on, all the methodologies. Please go to We Need Help, the podcast today and enjoy the rest of the episode. Well, I can report I have not been that good. In fact, I'm actually having a session with Candace tomorrow to see if I can get my shit together because
Oh,
I don't feel like getting up in the morning.
oh,
I've I don't know, like we've had some family drama. Scarlett's been sick. I just feel overwhelmed. I don't know
yeah,
what is going on like with me. So I'm going to have Candace work on me tomorrow just to get I have been my diet's been great. I meal planned.
oh, good.
I felt really good about that. I mean, I my food is always pretty tight. I
Yeah,
mean, I have to say. It's just the working out as I don't feel like doing it. It's so bad. And I don't
yeah,
even feel like going for a walk because it's 90 degrees at 6 a.m. in fucking Florida.
yeah. I wonder if it's just the heat because when it's that hot, I don't feel like doing anything either. So I wonder if it's just that.
I know, but I want to be in shape. I want to
Yeah,
feel good. I want my endorphins to be up. I can
yeah,
tell I'm missing them,
yeah.
you know?
What do you want to
So,
share any of the family stuff or is that or no?
it's all the same bullshit, but everybody's family's
Yeah,
stuff is,
yeah,
you know, it's funny. I've been thinking about this a great deal. When you become collateral damage for someone protecting themselves through for whatever reason, it like in your family, it's like I see some of my family members just protecting themselves and hurting other people while they do it. And
like
it just,
can you give me an example of because
well,
they yeah,
this is one, and this hasn't happened like when my mom was drinking. If she was drinking to protect herself from the pain,
yeah, yeah,
or whatever. So I would become collateral damage to that.
yeah,
That didn't happen. But I'm just saying, like, with even some to give you like I'll give you a real brief without like spilling the beans. Like one like when you're trying to control everything for everybody, it hurts people.
yeah,
And I just think it's not so much me. I mean, my household is very peaceful, but it's just I've been dealing with the stress of family shit.
yeah. I
And
think
it's
I was talking to
bullshit.
Magic. I was talking to Magic the other day. Ask Candace if something is weird with the planets. because June and July. Well, July has just started, but June, I've had people relapsing, people having affairs, people going crazy, people like, there's been like a lot of like weird energy. And even Maciek, who's not an energy person, he's like very like solid on the
He's
ground.
very left-brained.
He's like, there's something insane happening. Like, there's people been like going crazy because of jealousy. There's been like there's just been a lot of insanity. And I'm wondering if that has something to do with the way you're feeling, just the energy of the planet.
Maybe
So,
because I do feel like retreating like big
Yeah.
time. Yeah. Did you watch any of the debates?
Yeah.
I hate these political years that we're going to get a new, possibly get a new president. Everybody just loses their mind. And I, in my 20s, I would like post about it and stuff like that, even early 30s. But I've gotten to the point where like, what happened to not giving your fucking opinion about politics?
I don't know. I mean, it's so they're like children, like
Oh my
bickering. It's
God.
ridiculous.
So somebody said something on I'm on this 1 million strong for abortion rights or something like that. And everybody on here knows that I believe very strongly about having the power over my own body. Always have. That comes into play this year because a lot of people wanted vaccines to be mandatory. So I feel very strongly to have control over my own body. I don't want either so I just said they're both disgusting. They're both gross, like both the candidates that were on the debate. And you just should have seen the fire I got on this 1 million strong. Like if I vote for Trump, then I'm basically ruining democracy. And I just, without saying who I'm voting for, I refuse to do a fear vote like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote for somebody I want, or I'm not going to vote for somebody at all.
Yeah. And I hate that our party, our political system is a two-party system. I really fucking hate that because I'm a third party person. Like I don't believe in big government. I vote libertarian, but my vote's wasted, and they're just pushing a two-party system. There's two candidates. You have two options.
Like,
that's it.
We don't have to do that, is the way I look at it. I mean, I watched RFK, the debate, like they had that on Twitter. It was amazing. Like Biden would respond, Trump would respond, and then RFK would respond.
I'm an RFK fan.
Yeah, well, I just love him. I love him as, but anyway, it's that also weighs on me. I don't like it.
Yeah.
So I may have to like start getting rid of people or muting them.
Yeah. And it's the same in Poland. It's so polarized. Like if you say one thing, they're like, if you're not with us, you're against us, and it's like, where's there room for debate? Like, you hateful people, like, just calm down. And that's why I really miss sometimes living, and I think England's becoming polarized, but when I lived there, which was 2016, 17, like you could be on opposite sides and just have a conversation. And I remember going to parties and being like so amazed that people were like with radically different political opinions just having discourse. It was so like wonderful.
Yeah, it is something I don't trust a political conversation with most people. I mean, because it can turn into something where it's so extreme.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, my mind is ready to be changed with a good argument. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
but I won't be bullied. And that's what both these sides feel like, is bullies.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, either if you're not with us, you're against us.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I just don't like it.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, like, well, no, I'm not going to say this out loud because we'll just get a bunch of hate, but I'm wondering where, like, the far left seems like very conservative to me now. Like,
Oh, I
they're
know.
almost more conservative than the right. Like,
You're
it's like
scared of them. I know. And well, the far right is terrifying. The far left is terrifying. I don't want any part of either. And I don't give a fuck who gives us hate. They're terrifying.
Yeah.
They're extremists.
I'm just terrified because we're gonna wake up with death threats tomorrow.
You can't say shit like that. Like, listen, y'all are crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it is nuts. And like, everybody's scared. Everyone's scared to step out of line.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, no, you don't have to vote for Biden or Trump.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah. And the media has convinced you that you do, because they think they're saying if your vote is on a third party candidate, your vote is wasted. No,
You're throwing away your vote. No,
Yeah.
what if we all threw away our vote and got
Let's all throw away our vote.
Yeah. I'm like, it's such a scam.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, I see people posting shit that are just so radical and on both sides. I'm lucky enough to have friends across the board on every single thing, but it's really weird. So if if you have somebody that says something about politically, don't jump on their ass.
Yeah.
Just mute them if you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So you feel good this week. Tell me.
I do.
What did you do to work out?
What's that?
How did you work out? What did you do?
Just swimming. Yeah, because it's super hot here. So going to the lake, swimming, longer walks, like just I was talking to a couple, because then I started, like, after this horrible consult experience, I just reached out to the women that I mentor. Like, maybe one of them is a nutritionist, maybe one of them is actually a doctor and a dietitian. And I was talking to her and she said, if you want to burn belly fat, it's low intensity, longer workouts, and then weights, like get your weights going. You don't have to do high intensity cardio. If you do speed contractions. So I've just been doing that. So it's just been, and a variety of things. So it's been good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. And the food has been a major change. Like, my skin looks better because
You look so good.
Yeah, I don't do the sugar, and I haven't been snacking on like chips or anything. So, and if I do have sugar, it's just like a tiny bit at the end of the meal, like the glucose revolution lady.
And that glucose, just to remind everybody, is you eat your fiber first, then you eat your protein, then you eat any sugar.
Yeah, any carbs, and then sugar. Sugar at the very end. So I've been doing that and I feel good. The only thing I haven't been like really keeping up with as much as I'd like is like my water intake. It's just been low. I don't know why. And then I haven't been sleeping great. I haven't been going to bed early. So that's one thing that I'm just going to work on this next week. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see how I'm going to have my session with Candace tomorrow, and hopefully I'm setting that intention for her to help me with that, because it is just, I don't know why. I mean, Scarlett was sick too, and that doesn't help. Yeah. But that's just an excuse, because so many times I've worked out through any kind of family stress, any kind of, sickness, any kind, like, I just plow through it because I'm feeling it. I just have felt so low vibration lately.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
I can completely relate, because I had that for low vibration for years. I didn't exercise. He did, like, the one good thing that came out of this consult is he was asking me several questions, and he said, when was the last time you like worked out regularly? And I'm like, 2017. And he was like, oh. And I
I
was
just
like,
graduated high school that year.
and I was like, oh. And then he was like, oh. And then I was like, oh. So I was just like, okay, yeah, that's been a long time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for years, just wasn't motivated and something suddenly clicked. And I think it was my vanity looking at myself in the mirror, like, no.
Yeah.
But
If you disgust
also,
yourself, you got to do something.
it's summer and I'm seeing old ladies on the street with just like skin and bones. And I'm like, I don't want to lose muscle tone. Like, I got to get started now because I'm going to lose muscle tone and I'm going to be like just the skin hanging off the bone. Like, no, I don't want that.
You're
So
not going to be like that. You're not.
I'm not, but I definitely want to take steps to definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I'm glad it's working. I'm going to try harder this week.
Okay. Is
I'm
there
going to
anything I
try
can
hard.
do to help you? Like, can I motivate you in any way or help you?
You know what? Would you mind if I brag to you if I do something good? Because I
Brag
love
away.
that.
Yeah.
You know that. I love that. I need girls all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay, I'll try that. I'll
Okay.
try it. And then you can pet me.
Yeah. What helped me was taking a picture of myself in my underwear, a very unflattering one, and having that as my screensaver.
You're fucking crazy. This is Polish people compared to Irish people.
I
We
was
would never do
like,
that.
I look at it in the mornings, I'm like,
Throw away your phone. Your screen time's down to nothing.
I'm just like, gotta get my steps in.
No wonder you ghosted that guy. You can't stand looking at your phone. She hasn't taken a phone call all month, but
That's it. I'm like, ah.
ah. God.
But here, I don't know if you have this, but I've literally been only working out and eating right for like a week. And I'm like, why don't I look fantastic already?
I mean, I have that with everything. I'm like, okay, first of all, I think immediately I do get results. Like I look in the mirror and I'm like, it's not as bad
Yeah.
because you're on your way to better.
Yeah.
But it is weird. Like you work out for a good 7 days straight and you don't have a six pack.
Yeah.
That's
It's like, what?
bullshit.
Yeah. I
That's
have
really
noticed something disconcerting though, that I need to like stretch and stuff before I work out. I never had to do that before because I dove into the lake and I came out and I was like, like I need to stretch now. Ugh.
Well, I mean, you haven't. Let's get this into perspective. You have not worked out in 7 years. I mean,
I need
a
to
stretch
stretch
here and there
now?
is
What's going on?
it's 7 years of atrophy.
To be fair, there was a 3-month period where I worked out in the beginning of COVID and then COVID hit. I was like, okay, I give up. This is a
Yeah,
sign.
when you realized you weren't going to die, like immediately,
I
you're
was
like,
like,
okay, now.
I can't work out with a mask. Ugh.
Well, I mean, that's just weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So can I ask what you like to do when you work out? I'm curious. Like what do you like? Do you have a typical workout or do you do different things?
Yep. Well, I have that I guess Peloton now bought it, but that Lulu mirror.
That's collecting
So,
dust. Yeah.
well, no, I see I'm inconsistent. I still
Yeah.
work out on
Okay.
it, but I'm just inconsistent.
Okay.
So I love doing hits workout. I
What's
love
that?
doing it's like where high intensity
Oh, okay.
and then but for not long periods of time.
Yeah.
So that feels really good to me. I just started embracing weights because we don't want to be the chicken hanging off the bone.
Yeah.
I love any kind of like in the hits workout. I love any kind of squats, any kind of
Mm.
burpees like that. I just love doing stuff like that. But
Mm.
I think it is really hard on the body,
Yeah.
the burpees and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to get away. I love Pilates. I don't love it. I love the results of Pilates.
Yeah.
It really does for the female body do a lot, I think.
That's what I'm getting. I want one of those Pilates machines because I used to do one of those, like, with the strip, the machines that they have. I want one of
Mhm.
those. That's my next, I think, buy.
That's going all in. That's that's too fancy for me, I
I
think.
just love this, like how you can stretch your back in all those different
Yeah.
ways. Like it's just
Yeah.
like I just really like it. But you have the yoga
I
thing.
have the aerial yoga, and that is, I mean, I need to, you know what? I need to get on that thing. I need to get on it. I'm just a mess. I feel like a mess. And I'm so hard on myself when I don't do it. Like if I fuck up or I don't
Yeah.
work out. If I don't work out by 7:30 in the morning, then my day I've already screwed up my day.
Yeah.
I'm a loser. My inner voice is bitch.
If your inner voice was a roommate, you would have that bitch evicted within 2
Oh my
hours.
God. I would have what is it? I would have like stabbed her with the heel of my stiletto. I mean, she is so nasty.
Yeah.
She's so nasty. And I like by the time, so if I haven't, like, I didn't hop out of bed and work out, ground myself, cold plunge, if I don't cold plunge, if I don't do my hair and makeup, I'm nasty to myself.
Yeah.
Like for the rest of the day, I say, like, my inner monologue is like, Jesus, why can't you just work out? Why
Mm,
can't you just, like, why can't, it's not that hard.
yeah.
And then by the time I'm like, well, why would I meditate tonight? I mean, why would I sauna?
Yeah, because it's already a waste. Yeah.
I've already ruined the whole day. I'll start
Yeah, you
tomorrow.
are, it's like all or nothing for you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's me in
Yeah.
a nutshell.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what
And I don't
else
like it.
motivated me? And I don't know if this will motivate you, but I watched the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader show on Netflix, America's Sweethearts. And that also motivated me because I'm like, they look
You
good.
want to look like those 20-year-olds? Yeah.
Is that bad?
Yeah. No, that's not bad. I mean, whatever works, works,
Yeah. No, I was
you
more
know?
motivated by how hard they work and like, yeah, they are hardworking. Like, I didn't realize that cheerleaders, like Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders, earn $150 a game.
What is wrong with people?
Yeah.
What the hell?
And they'll take it because it's like the honor of being a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. And then, which there's like, because I'm like, well, why don't they just boycott? And then they're like, well, there's like a line of women that'll be just willing to take their
Yeah.
place. So, but
Yeah.
most of
It's
them
just
have
the
like
age
day
old.
jobs. And that was like really motivating to me because fair enough, if you get paid a lot of money to be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, it's part of your payment to like work out and stuff. But they're doing this almost like as an extra, like a hobby. And so that was motivating because all of them like have full-time jobs and then are going to practice and doing all that and they're looking great. So I was
Like,
like,
what's your hobby? I'm a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. What's yours? Pickleball.
net watching the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders on Netflix.
My my
That's
my
my
hobby is
hobby.
making pizza. I'm optimizing my pizza dough recipe. What are you doing? I'm a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader on the side. I'm like,
Too
I
funny.
can see why, like, there's like, but okay. So you watch that. I'll try it. I'll try. Like, what if I watch it and then all of a sudden, like 2 months from now, I have like a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader body?
You'd have to grow taller.
You mean there's no 5'2"
There was
Dallas Cowboy?
one. Oh, I don't want to spoil it for you. Just watch it.
Okay.
Just watch it.
Okay. Okay. There's one tiny, but yeah. So,
All
okay.
right. What are we doing
What are
next?
we doing next? Look at
Yeah.
us. We're on the same page.
Yeah. Ooh,
I got one.
what?
Let's read the 5 a.m. club.
Yeah, let's do that. Perfect.
I
Let's do
already
it.
downloaded it.
Yay.
I already
Good.
downloaded it. I'm super
I'll do
excited.
it.
So,
Yeah.
okay, awesome. That would help me so much.
Okay. Yeah. That's what
Why
we're here
not?
for.
I really, really want to get up early. I want to get up at 6 a.m. every single day, no matter what.
Okay.
Or 5. I mean, if I got up at 5.
Yeah, I would love to do it. I don't think I could, but maybe I could. If I went to bed at 9.
I do go to bed at 9.
I do not. It's still light
right.
here at 9, so it's hard for me to go to bed when
I
it's
know it's kind of it's doing that right now. So
Yeah.
it's like more like 9:30 that I go to
Yeah.
bed, but
5 a.m. club. Sounds good.
all right. I'm excited. Thank
Well,
you.
I love
That's
you.
awesome. I love you and I'll see you next Tuesday.
And I'm gonna be your Dallas Cowboys cheerleader for your workouts.
Oh, and then you could also call that a hobby. Okay. Go team. Yeah.
Give me an L, give me an I, give me a Z.
See why.
See you next Tuesday.
All right. See you next Tuesday. I love you.
Give me a C, give me a U, give me an N, give me a T. What's that spell?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us this week on We Need Help, the podcast.
Make sure to like, subscribe, like again, our YouTube channel, our Instagram, follow us wherever you can. It really, really helps us out and ensures that you won't miss any future episodes. So, yep, thanks to you, we can keep going.
We'll see you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.